Assalamualaikum and hi. So my name is Masyarik Mati Mahmud. So I will explain about introduction for this project. For this project we already choose early math to teach the children, and the theme is shape. So I will explain about a little bit about mathematics. Mathematics is an important part of learning for children in the early years, as it provides important life skill. Even in the early years, maths help children solve problems, measure and develop their own spatial awareness, along with how to use and understand shapes. Children naturally explore with concepts through play every day. So, children are learning when we watch them attentively and carefully. We can see the depth of children plays and interaction when we approach kid observation with an open-minded. We may learn about what children know and are capable of doing through observation and assessment, and we can use knowledge to make sure that the resource we offer and the interaction we have are closely related to their needs and skill. So that's all.
Wabarakatuh. So for the lesson plan, I will present the RPH. Okay, date is 15 May 2023 and day is Monday. For years, I teach 5 and 6 years old, and the attendance is 13 per 13, duration only 30 minutes, and time from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. For the subject, I choose early mathematics and teen science technology. And for the topic, I choose shapes. And previous knowledge is student already knows some shapes, but not all shape lah. And students' proficiency is intermediate. Okay, content standard is produce structure based on shapes commonly found in the environment and make various structures according to creativity. And for the learning standard is recognize the shapes of cuboids, cubes, pyramid, and spheres, and make very strong and stable structures using various material according to creativity. And for the learning objective, um, by the end of the lesson, people should be able to identify shapes correctly individually and differentiate shapes between rectangle and square correctly. And for the teaching aids, I use papers, A4 papers, pencils, laptop, whiteboard, and marker. And for step time durations, set induction, I took 3 minutes, which is teacher greets the students. Teacher asks the students to recite the prayers and interact with the student regarding students' topic. And I ask the students how they feel, they already ate or not, or they feel good or not. Okay. Um, for the remarks, teaching aids is whiteboard and marker. Um, for the pre-lesson, I took 5 minutes, and I, as a teacher, shows the surrounding of the class to the students, and I introduce to the students about the topic, which is shapes, and ask the student to guess the shapes on the screen of the laptop, because I use a laptop as my teaching aids to teach them, and I asked the students to draw the shapes on air. For the example, I taught them about triangle shapes. So I will ask them to draw on air like this. Later, I will show the video I teach them. Okay. The next is lesson development. I took only 10 minutes. For this part, I, as a teacher, distributes for A4 paper to the students for draw shapes like circle, rectangle, and square on the whiteboard. And I asked the student to draw the shapes on the paper using the pencil, which is I draw first at on whiteboard, and then I ask them to copy my draw, which is I draw the shapes, and I ask them what is that shape. Yeah. And I, as a teacher, evaluate the students' drawing and praise the students for their effort to draw shapes. Okay. Um, the next part is post lesson. I took 10 minutes to teacher instruct the student to draw any shape they want. I ask them what they want draw. Sorry, I ask them they can draw anything they want. I mean, anything shapes they want to draw. I will let them. And I, as teacher, give the students only 5 minutes to draw the shapes, and I observe them. I assessment them. Uh, how I ask them they can or not to draw the shape, and I also evaluate the students drawing and give reward to students. For the example, my students always confused to draw when I ask them to draw square, but they do not draw the square, but they draw apa rectangle. Okay, mupan je. I'm as a teacher, of course, I of course help them to identify the shape I taught them. So of course, I hope my students can identify and clarify any shapes. Dia bentuk bulat kan? Wah, tahu bentuk bulat. Betul bulat. Oh, kau tahu. Kenapa kau tak tahu? You off dengar tak? Adik-adik dengar tak? Tadi kan saya tunjuk bentuk apa tu bulat kan? Saya bagi bentuk bulat tadi. Bentuk apa dia ada? Ini bulat circle. Adik ada bentuk apa tu? Dekat matahari tu bentuk apa tu? Adik bentuk apa tu? Matahari tu bentuk apa? Segi. Tiga. Pandai jauh. Jangan pandai macam ni. Okey, kau ke sini kan? Kau ke sini. Dekat. Ni bentuk apa ni? Bukan ikan. ABC. Ha? Kotak. Kotak ada hijau. Kotak. ABC. Saya kira nampak ABC. Saya kira nampak tak yang tadi hijau ni. Soalnya saya bintang. Ha? Bintang? Abang nampak bintang? Are you serious abang nampak bintang? Ini bentuk apa ni? Square. Look. Square. Boleh tak gula-gula? Tak. Kau ada lukis paling cantik lagi tengah lagi
Okay, so next is reflection for teachers and students. Okay, first of all, the teacher must observe their student about their own point about shapes to make they understand for their students. As example, the teacher teach them about how to know types. As example, rectangle, square, and circle. The student can learn and recognize the shape and be able to say and draw the shapes. However, the self-motivated, the student can get and takes active role to making decision in their classroom. The student also can motivate what they learn and they understand what is being taught. As a teacher must need student to be more confident, they can learn about what they understand about their shapes.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aini binti Muhammad Nawawi. So today I will give explanation about the advantage of these lessons. For the first, children can recognize shape quickly without feeling bored because of the use of video. In this situation, we will use a laptop and we will show the video. So because of this situation, children will not easy to work because we have animations, we have audio, and we have visual. So because of that, children will feel more interested to learn. Next is children also can draw back the shape mentioned by the teacher correctly. So for this situation, after we teaching them about the shape, we will give a one piece of paper and we will asking them to draw back the shape we will mention before that. The shape we teaching them. So as example, we will say girls, please draw the rectangle or square. So they will draw back the shape we asking them to draw. And for the last one is teacher correctly. The last one is children love learning about shape. At the end of the lessons, we will asking them, kids, do you feel excited? Do you feel happy learning today? Because of that, we will see some of them feel happy and some of them not understand or not happy. But overall, the childrens are happy learning with us because of we have audio. They will more feel interesting to learn because of they're not feeling bored. Okay. And the next one is disadvantage. For disadvantage is children will feel confused to draw shape because of they are afraid of changing them to other shape. Okay, for this one, some of children scared if they draw the shape but changing or confused. They are confused. Some of children's teacher will asking them to draw square, but they draw rectangles. So they're confused. So as a teacher, I will teaching them to understand and more know about the shape. Okay, and the last one is teacher need to check up their students when assignment are given because there are some of few students who are not focused when teacher teaching. Some of some of children, they are easy to board. Okay, once you focus on the learning session, but you not attract them with how you talk, how you to play with them while you are teaching, but some of them not focus and they not understand what you teaching. So because of that, uh, teacher need to uh, teacher need to focus and check up their children, their student, because children need to teacher need to teaching them if they understand or not. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Children need to be watched after screen for and evaluate. This task require patience and experience. International teachers should do observation frequently to closely
examining each child's progress rather than waiting until there is a significant issue. We can spot trends through observing kids. Once we recognize the pattern, we can better comprehend why children behave in certain ways, and ideally, we can design a learning environment that is inclusive of all of our children's needs. Okay, according to research, young children will receive early intervention and more likely to achieve developmental milestones that are age appropriate to be more academically ready and to interact socially with their peers. It is crucial to keep in mind that everyone in the school, including the teacher, should take part in keeping track of a child progress. That's all from me.